Hey everybody, it's Odd Dustin. Welcome back into the Mosh Pit, and I want to talk a little bit about Aliens Fireteam, which is a new game in the Aliens franchise that is going to be a multiplayer shooter where you can take your team into wherever these aliens are, maybe a base, maybe a colony of some type, caves, that kind of crap, and shoot the crap out of some aliens. And I just kind of wanted to go over my thoughts on the game and kind of what I'm looking for when it comes to horror and especially the Aliens franchise. If you like this video, a like would be appreciated, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can see when I post new videos. Okay, I read a preview that they had up on bloodydisgusting.com, which I'll link that in the comments below, and it looks like the guys played through some of an alpha build and ran through a mission, or possibly two, and then wrote up a little article here that describes their experience. And from what I can tell, the people that played it were excited for it, had fun playing it, and were looking for more of a multiplayer Aliens experience. They were looking for something better than Aliens Colonial Marines, but then also maybe something that brings in more of the horror aspect where you got with Alien Isolation. And for me, none of that sounded like something I want from an Aliens game. The franchise itself is great for me from a horror perspective. Now, Alien Isolation is one of my favorite horror games. It was hard, and it was not something that you could just breeze through, but the tension was so strong because you had to sneak everywhere. You weren't very powerful. If an alien did come up on you, you better have something that you can just blow them with a torch, get them off of you. You really couldn't kill the aliens. The only thing you could kill was the face huggers and the eggs. And that added so much tension. And I feel like if you're going at them guns a-blazing with all these crazy tools and shock traps and things like of that nature, it kind of defeats the whole horror vibe for me. It kind of pulls it into just another multiplayer shooter. Something like DayZ, where you've got horde mode of all these zombies coming at you. It's like, okay, well, they're not zombies though; they're aliens now. And or something like Killing Floor or Left 4 Dead, where you've just got horde modes, and the hordes change up a little bit. Maybe you have a boss at the end. Maybe you have like a midway boss that you have to fight, get through him, and then everyone kind of stacks up their gear, re-ups at some reload station, and then it's back into shooting a whole bunch of stuff and trying not to die, getting your person up, your friends, if so-and-so, oh, John's down, oh, he's crawling back into our room, you know, those kinds of things. I've seen that game. I've played that game. It's okay. I don't have a whole lot, and you know, this is not to discount that type of game. If you're into that kind of game, you're looking forward to it, you got a group of people that you play with that you're looking to play a horde mode game, this might be a really fun game for the person that's into that. I can tell you, for me, I like horror games because I like to have something that brings tension, that has some jump scares and some fright to it. And when I'm playing a multiplayer game, I just don't feel that kind of terror that you get, or the tension really isn't there in that environment. And that, you know, this game, maybe it'll bring it. It doesn't seem like it is. After reading through this preview, it seems like just another horde mode multiplayer shooter. I don't know that it's as fresh a face as they describe it. I know that the preview here does give some pretty glowing reviews as far as what they're seeing, but I'm not seeing any kind of evidence from the trailer or from what they're talking about of anything that brings tension in a horror aspect type of game. One weird thing in this preview that I found was that it says here, just a taste of what Aliens Fireteam could be, but it certainly gave a fair indication of the mood Cold Iron Studios is going for. This is undoubtedly the Aliens to Isolation's Alien in terms of action and style, which to me seems counterintuitive because the Alien Isolation game didn't have a lot of action. It wasn't an action game. It was a stealth game, in my opinion. It was a hide, don't take on the monster, don't take on the androids, do not do anything that puts yourself out there. You need to hide and sneak. And this is definitely not a hide and sneak game. This is a shoot things in the face until you run out of ammo game. So I don't get how they even see action and style being similar at all. I mean, maybe the aesthetic and the fact that it's an alien and that you're in this metal ship, the aesthetic is the same, but not the action at all. Now, this game is not going to be easy. They have noted here that there is multiple different types of difficulties, and that you can play through in a more casual setting with your friends, or you can turn up the difficulty and really have a lot of different things coming at you with splash of acid splashing you and hurting you, and different types of alien types that come in that give your team a chance to kind of flex their muscles from a difficulty standpoint. But for me, I don't know. I'm looking for an alien game. Maybe not. I don't want a repeat of Alien Isolation, but something in the alien world that maybe is on a planet that is horror based. You know, like maybe you're cut off from your team and you're stuck inside a cave and the thing's hunting you down, you know, something like that. And I know that teams, developers want to make money, and so multiplayer is going to be the way that they do that. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of monetization, especially if the game takes off and is popular. There always is. So, I mean, the developers want to make money, but I'm not interested in throwing my money at a game like this. And I'm curious if there's other sentiment out there. Is there somebody that is also feeling the same as me? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this game, how you feel about an Alien game in general, and then also how do you feel about an Alien game that is multiplayer and just kind of skirts around on the horror aspect of things and not really something that brings true horror to the table, but more of a multiplayer shooter. I don't know. I'm still, the jury's out on this until I see more of it, until I hear about some people playing it and read some reviews. And I don't know. Anything that's in the horror atmosphere, I'm down for. But when it comes to multiplayer shooters, you really got to bring something special for me to even consider it. Thanks, everybody, for listening. And hopefully you got something out of that. And I will see you in the next video.